Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today is our part 2 of our stuffed paper bag junk journal with ephemera. But first, let's have our shout out to Rustic Journals, Judith, Sherry, Alina, Rita, and Wanda. I appreciate each and every one of you. So we finished decorating, well, almost finished decorating our paper bag. We have a lovely pocket here in the front. And we worked on the cover of our little journal that's going to go inside. And I showed you the papers that I wanted to put inside. And we'll talk about this in just a second. But as I was saying last time, I've got a couple of little tears right up here. And there's a little scoop, of course, taken out like a paper bag has. I think what I want to do is I want to bring in my guillotine. And I simply want to trim this off just a tiny bit. I'm not taking a lot off. I just want to take that little dip out. It's also going to remove those little torn pieces. But because I have had torn pieces, doesn't mean that I won't get some more back. So let's address that issue right there. I have some adorable lace right here. Look how delicate it is. It's so beautiful. I thought that we could attach it right up here at the top because we have a lot of white down here, and I wanted to pull the white up here to the top. So I think what I will do is I'm just looking around to see if I have something I can stick inside here. It's not quite wide enough, but I think it'll be fine. I can move it along. I don't want to accidentally glue my bag shut. I've got my hot glue gun here, and I'm simply going to add a little bit of glue, and then I'm going to lay my lace right here on top and press it down. I use a hot glue gun in my videos. It's quick, it's easy, it's great for making videos because it's finished. I don't have to wait for the glue to dry. It dries instantly. So I can already tell that my glue is seeping and it's already glued this shut. So let me get my finger in here and pop it up without ripping my bag. There we go. Sure glad I put that piece of paper in there. I'm going to finish this right here by adding a little bit more glue and laying my lace right down on top. There we go. Lovely. Alrighty, so that's going to go in and out just fine. Now I do have a little strip, a little scrap here, and I really thought that I might like to just glue that right on the top, just like that. So I'm going to switch to my art glitter glue, and I'm simply going to add my glue generously onto my strip, my little piece of scrap here, and then lay it right on the top, right underneath this lace. Bring in my little tiny piece of paper for a wipe. There we are. Now, let's see how this looks. Oh, I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and trim this off. So well, I think I better wipe it again. What happened to that? There it is. I better wipe this again because it's still wet, and I don't want to get it on my scissors. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Just trimming that. Okay, I do like that. I need to trim it on the other side, don't I? I sure do. Let's get that done. Yeah, I do like that. I think that looks fantastic. Now, we've addressed that situation. Now let's move over to our little journal that we were making last time. And we made the cover together. And let's go ahead and open up this cover. Now, remember we folded and folded, and we ended up with it like this. So our finished piece of paper right here is 8 inches by 7 inches. And let's remove this square right here, just so this will lay a little better and won't be quite so bulky. I'm just going to trim it and then trim it. Just removing that little square right here. So cutting it here and then cutting it here. There we go. Alrighty. So now I think I want it to go, do I want it this way or do I want it this way? Oh, I like it this way better. So what I think I want to do, I'm thinking I just want to glue this onto here. I'm not gluing, this is a pocket. I'm using it as a tuck. The side and the bottom, I'm using it together. So I'm going to add my glue just right here. Just a little bit, just to hold it shut. And then just a little bit here and here, just to hold it shut. Okay, we've got that part done. It's moving right along, guys. So let's talk about our papers. I showed you the papers that I wanted to use, and what I did was I wanted the words to be up and down as opposed to putting in like this. So I simply folded it over approximately an inch so that I can still have this sewn into my journal and it will be right side up. And then the next piece of paper is just line notebook paper, and I just folded it up, making either probably a large pocket, because if I want it to be a fold out, I would have to cut it right here, and I don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and let's glue this pocket shut, because that's what it's going to be, is a pocket. So adding my glue along the side here, and then once again my glue along the opposite side, and just simply folding it up. Now we've made ourselves a pocket. That's our second page. So our third page is like this, and it was one of those bigger pieces of book page that have, aren't those houses beautiful with all those flowers on there? And I just folded it twice so that it will just fit right in here, and it's a fold out. So this page is a fold out. The next page is another book page, but I didn't fold it up, I just cut it to fit. And then I did another one of the little pages where I just folded it an inch over, just so it would be right side up and we can enjoy the book right side up, and the plants and the pictures and all that. So I'm just lining it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and let's pop it into our cover that we have made, and let's get this lined up the way I want, bringing in some paper clips. I'm just looking at it here and thinking, I think I want it to be maybe like that. Let's go ahead and paper clip this in. Okay, and right here. Well, I think that's probably enough. These are tangled up. There we go. Now, I want to look one more time. I'm just looking to see if everything is right side up. Because remember, I said I made it so it's readable and it's right side up. And it is. Everything is correct. Now, if you've been with me for a little while, you know my little trick about sewing in a signature. And I'll review it just real quickly here. You usually take, or I take usually, about an inch wide. It can be wider if you want. A little less than that, it's kind of hard to fold. And you want to make your little strip the same length as whatever it is that you're putting a signature into. Simply take the strip now and fold it in half. So that's what we're doing right now. We're folding it in half. And then you take the two ends and you fold it again in half and crease it. And you fold it, well, I'm not doing a very good job here. Let me see. There we go. And then you fold it in half again and you crease it. And then where the creases intersect as you open this up, you simply take your pencil and you mark, it's kind of hard for me to see, right there, and right there. So that's evenly spaced, and you simply pop it into the spine of your signature, and you go ahead and use that for your placing of your holes to sew the signature in. So I am actually going to do this off camera. I've shown you so very many times, and I thought that we will get to our other parts that we want to do for this stuffed paper bag, so I'll be right back. All right, so I've already sewn in the signature. Let's go ahead and let's look at everything here. Now we made this front cover to hold a piece of ephemera there. And then we have our first page and our second page, and here is another pocket. And let's see, what can we stick in there? Did I actually make something? I don't think I actually made something for that at this time. But what I wanted to address is this right here. I think what I'd like to do is actually glue this shut so this can be another little tuck spot right here. So adding my glue here and here, I'm simply going to close it and add another little tuck spot right here. Make sure I don't accidentally glue something closed that I don't want closed. There we go. So now this little area here is a nice little tuck spot. Oh, that'll be lovely. And we have one more of those, and here's a fold out. So here's a pocket right here, and right here is another one. So I think I'd like to glue this one shut as well. So adding my little bit of glue right here, a little bit of glue. So this little journal has lots of things going on. It has some lined book page or notebook paper that you can journal on. It has some beautiful, I dropped something, guys. It has some beautiful pictures from magazines because we went with a garden theme. And then it also has some fold outs and has lots of pockets. So I've got this one to go right here. Oh my goodness. So I think this is quite lovely, but I think we need to decorate the front just a little bit. So what I want to do is, I think I want to bring in a little heavier piece of lace and pop it right here on the top. So I'm simply going to open it up. I'm thinking, do I actually want to just lay it all the way across and let it be top and bottom? Not top and bottom, front and back. I think maybe that might be a good idea. I don't know, I haven't decided that yet. I do know I want it this way, so I'm going to simply lay my glue right here and then lay my piece of lace right on top. Okay, and then I'm going to trim it. Okay, now do I actually want it on the back side? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And it's okay that I did it in sections because I really didn't want it to try to fold it around. That fold right there, I wanted it to lay or fold a little better. I didn't want to have a thing of that you were trying to fold the lace there. So putting it in two pieces, I kind of like that. It's just less bulky when you fold it right there. All right, that is looking great. Even like how it looks inside. Now I do have a beautiful digital here, and I'm trying to think of where this came from. And it's on the tip of my tongue. Let me look at my book here. I think it came from Ruby and Pearl. There we go. I think it's a piece off of a digital from Ruby and Pearl. And I have some more of those little strips, and it actually came from this page right here. And I think I want to use it like tape. So I'm going to cut this in half, just like this little tiny strip. I cut it in half. I'm going to glue this picture on. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's the right color, and it goes with our theme here of being a garden theme. So adding my glue to the back, I'm simply going to glue this right on, just like that. Simple. And then I'm going to take my little pieces right here, if I can pick it up with my fingers, and I'm going to use this to look like it's taped down, but this is not tape. This is just a little scrap piece of paper. And then let's do it right here. I think I'm just going to do the two corners. I don't think I'm going to do any more. Just that. That's all I wanted. I just want it to look like I have just taped it down with these. You know, no one doesn't need to know that this isn't tape. It's just a piece of paper. Okay, so let me think. What else did I want to do? Did I want to do anything else to this? Do I want possibly a little label? Let me bring in my little dish here, and let's look. Does it need, it already says Paris. Oh, that looks pretty good right there. That looks real nice right there. I like this oval right here. I don't know why I like that one so much. This one kind of looks like it's written, I don't want to say French, but it's very fancy. Do I like that there, or do I like it there? Okay, I think I like this one right down here, so I'm actually going to add that. So adding my glue right to this label. This label and all of these labels are from J. Lee Lou. I'll list them down below. All right, so there's our cover. Oh, it's fantastic, and it's nice and flat, and it's not going to be bulky in our bag. Now let's pop back over to the bag. I think we're going to need something in here. Let's bring this bag back over here, because remember we made this piece of ephemera. We made this right here. We'll put that right there. We made this, and I made some things to go in it. So this is going to be sitting inside the pocket of our bag, holding all of our pieces of ephemera. I made this large one. Now let's see, is it going to go in here? Maybe it's going to go in here. Where did I make this for? I can't quite remember. This bag is gusseted, so I can put this in the front part of the bag. It's a nice journaling tag. I can put this in the back right here. Let's get our little journal in the back. Oh, I'm loving it. Let's bring in all these little pieces. So I made some little tags, and then I just have some pieces of ephemera. So I made that one, and I've just folded this one kind of in thirds. I made this one, and this one, this one, and this one. So let's see what we can do with this. I'm actually keeping this piece of ephemera inside, because that's how I want that to look. And let's stick this largest one in the back here, maybe about right there. And then we stick this one in next. Remember, this is a stuffed pocket, so I want it to be full. I want it to have all kinds of different things inside. Remember, there's one in between. Let's see, does this go in between? Let's see if this one fits in between. It's pretty tight. You know, I don't like things that go in that tight. So let's pop this one here. Okay. I think what I'd like to do is add a little bit of stuff on top of here. I think maybe I'd like to put some rickrack on the top of this one right here. So let's add our glue. I think that's big enough to go across there. It's just a little scrap. So I'm just going to add my glue. I'm going to add and lay down my little piece of rickrack. So we're just adding a little bit of embellishments in the way of some trim onto our tags, just so when we put them into our stuffed envelope, it shows off. Now let's see, I want something on this one. That's really sweet on there. Let me see. I wonder if we can put just a piece of, no, I don't think I want that. This one's a little heavier. I think I want, I'm not sure what I want. I kind of like that. I like the idea of having it be pink though. That one I think is a little dark. I have a little bit of lace right here. Oh, that's it. Let's go ahead and glue just the scrap. It's just a little scrap piece of lace. Let's glue that right onto the top, right here. And add it just like that. Just a scrap piece of lace. It actually even sticks up a little bit. And let's pop it back and see how that looks. Yeah, that adds a little something. Now let's see, what else do I have? What's next in the height? This one. Let's see. Maybe this one can go inside. Ooh, now look how we're looking. And we've got this one. I don't think I'll put anything in that right there. I've got this. Oh, we're just adding all kinds of things into this. Let me see here. There we go. Pull this up a little bit. Okay, I've got this little tiny one. This one's really sweet. Oh no, might be too many bows. Ooh, I like this one with the gold. And I like this one. Look, I made this one. It opens up like that. That one might could just go right there. What do we think of that? Oh my goodness. I absolutely love it. I think this turned out fantastic. I was going to put maybe a little tab on the top of one of the tags, but you know, I don't think it needs it. I absolutely think this turned out fantastic. I hope that you have enjoyed it too, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.